city of Heath, Ohio,
as the mayor of the city of Heath, Ohio,
to which I have been elected.
to which I have been elected. So help me God. Thank you.
Tomorrow, you ready? You please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Richard Marmon,
I, Richard Marmon,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution and laws of the United States of America,
that I will support the Constitution and laws of the United States of America,
the Constitution and laws of the state of Ohio,
the Constitution and laws of the state of Ohio,
and the laws and ordinances of the city of Heath, Ohio,
the laws and ordinances of this city of Heath, Ohio,
and that I will faithfully discharge
I will faithfully discharge
the duties required of me
the duties required of me
as a councilman in the city of Heath, Ohio,
as a councilman in the city of Heath, Ohio,
to which I have been elected.
to which I have been elected.
So,
So help me God.
congratulations. Mr. Heath. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Douglas Heath,
I, Douglas Heath,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution and laws of the United States of America,
that I will support
the Constitution and laws of
the
the United
laws
States
of
of
the
America,
United States of America,
the Constitution and laws of the state of Ohio,
the Constitution and laws of the state of Ohio,
and the laws and ordinances of the city of Heath, Ohio,
and the laws and ordinances of the city of Heath, Ohio.
and that I will faithfully discharge
I will faithfully discharge
the duties required of me
the duties required of me
as a councilman
as councilman
of the city of Heath, Ohio,
of the city of Heath, Ohio,
to which I have been elected.
to which I have been elected.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. I, Brian Johnson,
I, Brian Johnson,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution and laws of the United States of America,
that I will support the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America,
the Constitution and laws of the state of Ohio,
the Constitution and laws of the state of Ohio,
and the laws and ordinances of the city of Heath, Ohio,
and the laws and ordinances of the city of Heath, Ohio,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties required of me
the duties required of me
as a councilman in the city of Heath, Ohio,
as a councilman of the city of Heath, Ohio,
to which I have been elected.
to which I have been elected.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming.
Thanks again.
Okay, thanks. See you guys.
Thanks a lot.
How you been? Good. Keeping busy.
Yeah, so do I. I might go with him, that's right. That's right.
I have mine in my bath. So you have a baby in here. What was that?
Yes. Just one?
I'm the one. Really? Why do you videotape?
Where are you drinking and eating that?
Yeah, I've got only this one.
What's our last one? Saw you out of the intersection of 79. Where the miles are, market utilities or something.
That's into the state.
It could be, I have no idea.
It's real.
I've been to nosy.
Information, which I think we filled everything. Some of the stuff was available online.
Oh, yes.
I got it this year. I got it. It's kind of average. I got mine.
This whole thing here.
Was all covered in this corner around here. I'm sure you can get up there now.
Okay, alright, yeah, that'd be fine.
See, if I do my notes, it's like this.
Yeah.
3 weeks to figure out a meeting there.
That's why get just a little bit.
No, they weren't there last year.
Yeah. You got I just step
Last year, this stuff was gone. Yeah. This is one of the
just let's a minute before she reads it, and then the next time. Yeah, all the title's the same no matter which way you do it, so it doesn't matter. So just let her read the title, and then you make a motion to amend. I don't remember changing the title. It's being done this one here. The second resolution.
Turning all the lights on.
Oh, that's chamber did that. My second resolution, way after 2013-7, since we're doing it this year, we're doing it way back, since we're reading it this year. Yeah. So we're just gonna change that number, and we're just gonna read it, and then we're gonna change it. Just started in this year. So when you read it, just read it, resolution 2013-7.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody already is.
Oh, you know what? I do want to write you.
Because I'll never remember. You got something? Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
She's been clerk for about 22 years.
Mark, take it easy.
Starting to back out.
All right, it's 7:30, call the meeting to order. Would everyone please rise, and we'll have an invocation by Mr. Henry, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance.
Our most precious Heavenly Father, we thank you for this chance that we have to do the business of the city, and we ask you to guide us in the right direction on everything that comes up. And Holy Father, we just thank you for this time of year when we can go back and remember your birth and what the impact it had on every man on the face of the earth. And Holy Father, we just ask you, Lord, to be with our safety forces during this time of year, because they are not as stressed, Lord. A lot of people driving, bad roads, and anxious people. Just protect them, Lord, and be with their families, Lord, as they do without us a lot of times. Just fill that void. And be with the servicemen and women, Lord, just bless them, take care of them, keep them well and happy. Be with the ones, Lord, that's in need, provide their needs, Lord, whatever they have. And thank you for everything we have in this country. That's just all in the holy name. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated. Roll call, please.
Kelly,
Here.
Morrow,
Here.
Bull, here. Graver,
Here.
Heffley,
Here.
Henry, Johnson.
All right, everyone's here. I need approval of the minutes of December 2nd, 2013.
Second.
I'll second. All kinds of motions, second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Minutes have been approved. Election and appointment, need to appoint Miranda Spicer to the Parks Board. Guess we'll do I'll make a motion that we appoint Miranda Spicer to the Parks Board.
Second.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Okay. Miranda Spicer will be appointed to the Parks Board for a 5-year term. Special orders and committees, none. Unfinished business, none. Petition and communications, none. Visitors. Visitors time.
Becky Goodwin, 1611 Newburn Road. Just wanted to say a couple things. First of all, on the holiday deal that was here, it was wonderful. I've got a few pictures. I caught the mayor coming in. I've got Jeff Grable in a picture, I think. Anyway, that was a wonderful event. If you weren't here, I've got some pictures to show you, but it was a great deal. Wonderful thing. Something that I wanted to bring to your attention before and forgot to. Lincoln County Foundation, we, with the dog paddle thing that we do for the animal shelter, we started an account down there. And in November, there was a letter that went out to all the foundation people who received mail from that. And I just wanted to tell you what was in there about us. It's to the Friends of the Foundation, but community that cares about the most fragile among us, children, the elderly, the disabled, and the animals. Lincoln County is such a place with 2 compassionate organizations looking out for the welfare of our area's animals, the Licking County Animal Shelter and the Licking County Humane Society. The foundation is fortunate enough to partner with both to help make a difference in the area's pets and people who love them. In 2011, the Licking County Commissioners established the Licking County Animal Shelter Spay and Neuter Fund at the foundation to enhance spay and neuter services for dogs and cats adopted from Licking County Animal Shelter to reduce pet overpopulation in Licking County. A group of compassionate volunteers works diligently to create awareness of the importance of spay and neuter and to grow the fund. One example of this advocacy, they hosted a well-attended dog paddle event at Heath City Water Park. Yes, for 3 years. This summer, over 600 people hit the pool with about 300 dogs. The Licking County Animal Shelter, also known as LCAS, we call it, also has seen some great results in the last few years, strengthened their network of veterinary partnerships so that animals adopted from the shelter are being spayed and neutered within a few days of being adopted, instead of 90, which was previously had. And quadrupled the number of adopted pets being spayed and neutered. A significant reduction in stray pets has been realized this year due to more responsible pet ownership. Both dogs and their people had a positively great time at the Licking County Animal Shelter's annual dog paddle awareness and fundraising event at Heath City Water Park, as the photos clearly demonstrate. So there were 2 photos of one's a little dachshund dog on a float. But anyway, this went out to everybody that has any association with the foundation. So I thought it was great that we were plugged as the city of Heath and for the animal shelter. So just wanted you to hear the good news on that. Past that, thank you, Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Any other visitors? Seeing none, we'll move on to committee reports. Finance and budget, Mr. Crable.
Thank you, Mr. President. Finance Committee met this evening. We had one legislative request in the Service Department. Legislation request was an ordinance waiving competitive bidding and authorizing the director of the mayor to allow for the sale of a 1978 John Deere tractor, model JD301 AG gas tractor, 43 horsepower. Under other items, Roger Alexander made an amendment request for ordinance 95/2013, which is a cleanup ordinance, which will be bringing up on the second reading this evening under the water debt service for $168,600. We wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year after that. Heath, anything else?
Nothing to add, sir, but maybe just as a clarification, if maybe I didn't hear you right, ordinance 95 is the appropriations ordinance, is not the cleanup ordinance. Isn't that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So that's one we're amending the appropriation.
That's the one we're amending.
95, right?
95.
Right.
Okay.
Kim Yellen?
Nothing at this time.
Thank you.
Thanks. Public Services, Mr. Morrow.
Thank you, Mr. President. The next meeting of the Public Service Committee was scheduled for December 23rd, 2013, and has been canceled. So the next time we'll meet will be in January 2014. Anything, John Gallup?
Nothing to add. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Public Safety, Mr. Johnson.
Thank you, Mr. President. Public Safety met on Monday, December the 9th. We began with police 5:33 p.m. Under River statistics, 2013 and 1,186 calls for service. Of those, 137 were offense reports, 49 arrests, 20 accidents, and 67 citations. Overtime for November 2013 was $17,569 with a year-to-date total of $122,285. Under other, there was an annual department meeting, December 12th, 2013. Chief also let us know that the officers and staff of this department will be receiving first aid and CPR training. And he also informed us that a SWAT team medic will be in to perform some training. With that, we adjourned at 5:41 and moved on to fire. Under fire statistics, 2013, there were 39 fire runs with a year-to-date total of 401. There were 160 EMS runs, with a year-to-date total of $1,795. There were 70 transports for the month, with a year-to-date total of 953. Under medical aid, there was 34 given, and there were 17 received. There were no legislative requests. Under the monthly expense report, November 2013 wages were $92,994.68, with a total overtime for the month of $31,809.17. Under equipment, the MSA airbags have been delayed due to some department testing that were done on the new ones. So the new ship date is estimated to be in May of 2014. Also under equipment, the brakes on number 7 had to be replaced. Under personnel, the report is back to work, and some may be going on for surgery. And we also picked up a total of 2 new volunteers. Under training, there's police CPR, obviously we talked about, that's going to be on December the 12th. Then we had a couple volunteers that passed some schools they were in. Crable passed his firefighter 1 test, and another volunteer that passed the medic school. Also under training, there was confined space training grant in January 2014. Chief, can you elaborate for me, because I got this one all messed up?
That's through Cleveland State University, Brian, and it's going to be a confined space, 2-day confined space rescue class that will probably be somewhere mid-February.
Okay, great. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
On your old business, we purchased EMS gear with the donation we received, and the front mounting, the station 1 was replaced. Should last about 10 years. It cost about $2,000 to replace that. Under new business, the seats in the squad have been reupholstered, and Chief touched a little bit on a garage fire that we had at 161. With that, we adjourned at 5:56. Chief Huggins, do you have anything to add?
Nothing right now, thank you.
Thank you. Chief Shepard, do you have anything to add?
No, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President. That's all.
Thank you. Streets and drainage, Mr. Hamlin.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Streets and Drainage Committee met this evening at 5:30. Bob Geller, the Street Superintendent, gave his report. There were 5 items on the agenda. Number 1, streetlights on 79. We received a letter stating that we own 20 lights along 79, and they are our responsibility. The lights were put in originally by AEP. They are the old type lights. We can't work on them because our bucket truck won't reach them high enough. AEP is going to give us a cost on replacing these with LED. He will be getting the information from Jeff Van Dyne. Second, rock salt, we have 400 tons left, and the call outs this weekend on the cruise had them really tired. We do have enough salt to finish and go through the season. The next item on the agenda was street signs. We will continue phasing out the old signs. It will be about 10,000 to 12,000 to finish this work. It'll come out of the capital improvement. 4, mailboxes. Sometimes we get blamed for knocking them down. Most of these are really, they're not secured and put in right. If we hit them, they will probably be knocked a long way up in the yard. After they are hit, if we do, the guys will tell us if it is our fault. We go out and check them. We will make sure that our position is on the website. Number 5, transmission went out on the plow truck, and it is now back in operation. This cost between $3,000 and $5,000 to repair, and this is really doing a job on Bob's budget. Under other items, the mayor gave information on how school closings are handled. The school superintendent makes this call, not the city. He just wanted to let people know how the closings are handled. The mayor, Bob Geller, and Dave Pennington met with the school administrators about things that will be done. With nothing else to report, we adjourned at 5:52. Anything else, Bob?
Nothing, thanks.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Community Development and Zoning, Mr. Henry.
Community Development and Zoning, next meeting will be January the 6th, 2014 at 5:30 p.m. John, do you have anything?
No, thank you.
Okay, thank you, and I'd like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. especially to Becky and Nick and Stuart, all in these. It's good to see you and our news people. And hope everybody gets what they want.
Unless you're spending it at Alabama.
Hope you got your, coupons back. Our manager wanted each one of them out.
Parks and Recreation, David Shea, Mr. Cole.
Thank you, Mr. President. Parks, Recreation, and David Shea met this evening at 5:53. First item on the agenda was Christmas at City Hall. This was an event that was organized by the Friendship Club of Licking County. It was cold and rainy tonight, but they had a good turnout. They had entertainment in council chambers, Santa and Mrs. Claus in the caucus room. Salvation Army brought mobile canteen unit and served cookies and hot chocolate, and also brought an angel tree where people were able to select needy children to buy gifts for Christmas, and 24 were chosen. It was funded with financial donations as well as items and services that were donated. They had 750 people that toured the building and 800 in attendance. 25 trees decorated and 36 Friendship Club members in attendance. Bob also reported that the Victorian Christmas event at the Shea House that was scheduled to be this past Saturday was canceled due to the parking lot being icy and the possibility of bad weather. Second item is a park board appointment. Miranda Spicer was recommended to replace Steve Carson on the Parks Board. She works at Meyer Pool Company and is interested in serving. The committee recommended that the council appoint her for a 5-year term. Third item, sled riding at Geller Park. Bob reports is alive and well, and it gets pretty crowded when school is out of session. Fourth item on the agenda was pool rates. Bob presented recommended changes to the fee structure for 2014 and to try to enhance membership. One of the ideas was to have a larger reduction for early purchase and moving back the date for half-price membership to July 16th. Also thinking about having something like a Monday Madness or Wild Wednesday, where you would possibly be able to get the full day attendance for the price for after 5. We also had some discussion about household membership definition and being sure that the rates that we charge for that are equitable with the other rates. Fifth item is other items, and Bob discussed the concession trailer that currently has been at the pool for a number of years providing French fries. It's been an added benefit for the pool attendees because we can only provide microwave food, but he's heard some rumblings about why do we do that. We do get $1,500 per year for the concession trailer, and so that's something to be, I guess, further considered. The other item was that if we are continuing to raise the minimum wage, it's going to eventually spell doom for the pool. The law director is currently researching whether we are required to follow the minimum wage requirements, since we have predominantly under 18-year-old working and sort of a different working environment. That was all that we had for Parks Recreation and David Shan. We adjourned at 6:37. Did you have any dad, Bob?
Nothing, thanks.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Planning Commission, Mr. Kramer.
Planning Commission, again, no meeting in December. Our next meeting is scheduled for the 23rd. Sorry. Yeah, 23rd of January. Mr. Groff, anything to add?
No, thank you.
Mayor Johns?
No, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Brings us to introduction of ordinances. Ordinance 96, 2013.
Ordinance 96, 2013, an ordinance authorizing the appropriation of $105,456 within the capital improvement fund and authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into an agreement with ODOT to pave Thornwood Drive and declaring an emergency.
Mr. Henry.
Make a motion to waive the second reading of ordinance 96, 2013.
Second. Have a motion and a second to waive. Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Cole.
Yes.
Crable.
Yes.
Heffley.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Motion waived, been approved.
Mr. President,
Mr. Henry.
I make a motion that we adopt ordinance 96, 2013.
Second. A motion and a second. Any discussion, comments?
Mr. President,
Mr. Mayor.
just a point of information. Appreciate council waiving second reading on this ordinance, and I've asked that it be approved. John, correct me if I'm wrong, ODOT is requiring this amount from us prior to when we would be able to do so if it was held for a second reading. Is that correct?
That's correct. Okay. ODOT needs to have this, the money in their hand by January 3rd.
comments, discussion? Seeing none, roll call?
Kelly.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Cole.
Yes.
Crable.
Yes.
Heffley.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Ordinance 96, 2013 has been adopted. Ordinance 97, 2013.
Ordinance 97, 2013, an ordinance authorizing the appropriation of $24,499.77 within the capital improvement fund to reimburse Licking County the city's match to pave Irving Drive West.
Mr. President,
Mr. Heffley.
I'd like to make a motion that we waive the second reading of ordinance 97, 2013.
Second. A motion is second to waive. Roll call?
Kelly.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Cole.
Yes.
Crable.
Yes.
Heffley.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Motion waive's been approved.
Mr. President,
Mr. Heffley.
I'd like to make a motion that we adopt ordinance 97, 2013.
Second. A motion and a second. Any discussion or comments? Mr. Mayor.
Point of information, appreciate council waiving second reading on this and would ask it approve the ordinance. This will settle our balance with the county for the repaving of Irving Drive West, which was recently completed. And I believe, again, John, correct me if I'm wrong, that amount is less than what was anticipated that the city would have to match as part of this project, correct? Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments, discussion? Seeing none, roll call?
Kelly.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Cole.
Yes.
Crable.
Yes.
Heffley.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Ordinance 97, 2013 has been adopted. Ordinance 98, 2013.
Ordinance 98, 2013, an ordinance authorizing the appropriation of $995 within the capital improvement fund for Layton Inc. for services provided in cleanup and installation of storm piping and catch basin at 1872 Berkshire Drive.
Mr. President,
Mr. Heffley.
I'd like to make a motion that we waive the second reading of ordinance 98, 2013.
Second. A motion is second to waive. Any comments, roll call?
Kelly.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Cole.
Yes.
Crable.
Yes.
Heffley.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Motion waived been approved.
Mr. President,
Mr. Heffley.
I'd like to make a motion that we adopt ordinance 98, 2013.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion or comments?
Mr. President.
Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Point of information, appreciate council waiving second reading on this and ask it to approve the ordinance. This will pay Layton for the work that they've done, that they had done for the city as it related to the drainage ditch behind the property indicated here on Berkshire. This is only for the cleanup of the drainage ditch that was done. The property owner himself paid for other improvements, paid Layton for that, so this will just settle that account. Thank you.
Any other comments or discussion? Seeing none, roll call?
Kelly.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Cole.
Yes.
Crable.
Yes.
Heffley.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Ordinance 99, or 98, 2013 has been adopted. Ordinance 99, 2013.
Ordinance 99, 2013, an ordinance authorizing end-of-year appropriations.
Mr. President,
Mr. Baker.
motion to waive second reading of ordinance 99, 2013.
A motion second to waive, roll call?
Kelly.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Cole.
Yes.
Crable.
Yes.
Heffley.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Motion waive's been approved.
Mr. President,
Mr. Crable.
motion to adopt ordinance 99, 2013.
Motion second to adopt. Any comments or discussion?
Mr. President.
Mr. Mayor.
Appreciate council, point of information, appreciate council waiving second reading on this and would ask it to pass both ordinance 99 as well as 100 on first reading tonight. These are the standard cleanup ordinances that we conduct every year. Auditor Alexander working with Assistant Auditor Becky McComb and also Linda Richards have reviewed the accounts, and those two ordinances will ensure that, we have appropriate money in the funds for the end of the year.
Thank you. Any other comments or discussion? Seeing none, roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Cole.
Yes.
Crable.
Yes.
Heffley.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Ordinance 99, 2013 has been adopted. Okay. Ordinance 100, 2013.
Ordinance 100, 2013, an ordinance authorizing end-of-year appropriation transfers.
Mr. President,
Mr. Kramer.
motion to waive the second reading on ordinance 100, 2013.
Second.
Motion second. Waive, roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Cole.
Yes.
Crable.
Yes.
Heffley.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Motion to waive has been approved.
Mr. President,
Mr. Kramer.
motion to adopt ordinance 100, 2013.
Second.
Motion is second to adopt. Any comments or discussion? Seeing none, roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Cole.
Yes.
Crable.
Yes.
Heffley.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Ordinance 100, 2013 has been adopted. That brings us to ordinances on second reading. Ordinance 95, 2013.
Ordinance 95, 2013, as amended, an ordinance to make appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the city of Heath, Lincoln County, Ohio, during the fiscal year ending December 31, 2014.
Mr. President,
Mr. Kramer.
I'd like to make a motion to amend ordinance 95, 2013. We amended to add $140,000 for principal, $28,600 interest, and water debt service account, totaling $168,600.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any comments or discussion? Seeing none, roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Cole.
Yes.
Crable.
Yes.
Heffley.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Amendment has been approved. Mr. Kramer.
Mr. President, motion to adopt ordinance 95, 2013 as amended.
Second.
Motion is second. Any comments or discussion? Ordinance to adopt ordinance 95, 2013 as amended. Any comments or discussion? Seeing none, roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Cole.
Yes.
Crable.
Yes.
Heffley.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Ordinance 95, 2013 is adopted as amended. Now it brings us to resolutions on first reading, resolution 2013-6.
Resolution 2013-6, a resolution authorizing the appropriation of $105,456 within the capital improvement fund and authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into agreement with ODOT to pave Thornwood Drive and declaration of an emergency.
Mr. Henry.
Make a motion to waive the second reading to resolution number 2013-6.
Second.
A motion and a second to waive, roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Cole.
Yes.
Crable.
Yes.
Heffley.
Yes.
Henry. Johnson.
Motion to waive, approved. Mr. Henry.
I make a motion to adopt resolution 2013-6.
Second.
A motion and a second to adopt. Any comments or discussion?
Mr. President.
Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Point of information, appreciate council waiving the second reading on this. Ask that it adopted. ODOT, for some reason, in its rules, requires that not only do you pass an ordinance appropriating the money, but a resolution that says that you're also going to appropriate the money. So that's what this is. Okay?
Any other comments or discussion? Seeing none, roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Cole.
Yes.
Crable.
Yes.
Heffley.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Resolution 2013-6 has been adopted. Resolution 2013-7.
Resolution 2013-7, a resolution to accept the driveway and bridge at the north entrance to CO Central Ohio Aerospace and Technology Center in the Heath, North County Port Authority dedicates them for use as a public way and if certain conditions are met.
Resolution 2013-7 will be held as second reading. For anyone in this room that wasn't in the caucus room, we changed 2014-1 to 2013-7, just so that, because we're doing it this year, starting it this year, so it just kind of makes it flow better. So that's the reason we changed that resolution number. Resolution on second reading, there are none. Brings us to reports of city officials. Here you go.
Thank you, Mr. President. Becky, Nick, welcome. Becky, I appreciate the information that you shared regarding the flyer or the bulletin that went out to the Lincoln County Foundation quarters. Was that done in an effort to solicit funds for that particular fund, or was it informational only?
I think it's informational and it's from the foundation. They choose somebody each month to highlight. Okay. And they chose to do the pet situation.
Okay.
And we're over 15,000 in our account. So.
With the Lincoln County Foundation? Mm-hmm. Okay, excellent, excellent. Just wanted to say congratulations to three councilmen to my right on their swearing in this evening. I'm looking forward to these next 4 years serving as mayor of Heath, and hopefully for many, many years beyond that. I want to say thank you to Heath and to department heads that you see down here for working so well with me first 4 years. I know that at the time my second term ends, some of you will no longer be serving in those capacities. You will have retired, but I appreciate everything that you've done for me these first 4 years, and we'll look to try to continue the great work that we've done, even when you're no longer working with us. And Keith, I also want to say thank you, and want to recognize you and Becky and Linda for the work that you have done in putting together the budget for 2014, helping us through that process, and also the cleanup ordinances for 2013. I agree with what you said in your committee. I think Becky is doing a great job transitioning into that role, and I appreciate everything that she's done and that you've done to help in that process, as well as Linda continuing to work on a part-time basis to make it smooth. I think it's been everything that we had hoped that it would be up to this point.
Yes, sir.
And finally, just want to wish all of you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Please be safe, and that's all I have, Mr. President. Thank you.
Thank you. Auditor Alexander.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. President. Along the line of the commentary that the mayor had, I'll point out that I had warned this body 2 weeks ago of the probability that we would have to have a special meeting. And that great staff that the mayor alluded to did get this all done, and by your action tonight, we will not need that special meeting. So I guess with that, I too want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and a safe and happy New Year. And thanks also to our regulars that are visiting. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Law Director Morrison.
Thank you, Mr. President. Former Law Director Richard Bush-Bindley asked me to wish everybody a happy New Year and Merry Christmas, and make this year good. Nothing.
Thank you. We'll start down there, Mr. Heath.
Thank you, Mr. President. I too would like to congratulate the mayor Brian and Dick being sworn in this evening. I know that I'm looking forward to the next 4 years and working with all of you and trying to do the best that I can. I'd also like to take this time to just say a special thanks and a lot of praise to the street department and parks department crews who I know this past weekend got called out a number of times. I know they're tired, but boy, do they do one whale of a job. So Bob, if you would just give them, a big plus from our side.
I will, thank you.
And also I'd like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Mr. Morrow.
Thank you, Mr. President. First of all, I'd like to say it was an honor to be sworn in by Judge Branstall, who known him for a long time, watched him grow up, and probably by being around him, he was where he's at now. And it was unfortunate David Shea House was unable to have their Victorian Christmas, but as Father Christmas would pass along, it probably was a good idea, because I'm not sure that we would love that kind of weather trampling through the house and so forth. I have to say thank you for another 4 years. Look forward to serving with everybody, and until January 6th, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Thank you, Mr. President. Hey, Mayor, congratulations. I'm glad I came over and got sworn in. I look forward to another 4 years. Those are good 4 years. I learned a lot. It was a lot of fun working with everybody here, so I'm glad I get to do another term. So, just I'm about to say Merry Christmas to everybody.
This is cool.
Thank you, Mr. President. I just want to welcome everyone. I also want to congratulate our three board councilmen and the mayor on their new terms. Looking forward to working with you beginning next year again, and happy holidays to everyone.
Thank you. Mr. Henry.
I too would like to restore individuals, say, like request, thank you all, but I feel like good. You didn't have any opposition. That's good. That's about and wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and drive safe. I've got to drive to Cleveland tomorrow, so remember me to do a prayer. I'm going to drive up and drive back. So that's work.
Mr. Craven.
Welcome to the regular visitors. Congratulations to the 4 of you for sworn in, and everything else. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thanks. Down below, we're going to start with Chief Huggins.
Happy holidays. That's all.
Chief Shepherd.
Merry Christmas.
Mr. Dar.
Well, congratulations to the newly elected board council people. Love to serve. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Bob Geller. Tim Geller.
Just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
John Geller.
Happy holidays and look forward to working with the council and mayor.
I'm going to bring this up under miscellaneous. We're going to have a short executive session. And the reason is because everyone was so efficient. We're not having a meeting next Monday, and the next Monday after that's a fifth Monday. So the next time we'll meet will be the 1st of January. So we have some executive on the council organization personnel matters we need to take care of. Just take a couple minutes and everything. So I'll bring that up under miscellaneous. I mean, just so you know, but it'll just take a few seconds, hopefully, maybe longer. That's all I have. Thank you, everyone. Congratulations on getting elected. Merry Christmas and everything. 2 visitors. You're not visitors anymore. New business, there's none. Reading of bids.
None to read, sir.
Under miscellaneous, I'm gonna make a motion to go into executive session for council organization personnel.
Second.
Roll call, or, we need roll call. All in favor? All in favor? Opposed? Okay, we're going to executive session. And we will probably adjourn from that, so you don't need to stay here. Merry Christmas, folks. Yeah, you can.
Merry, merry, and a happy,
Stuff, I just need.
have a good one.
See you later.
See ya, thanks.
Thank you.